Hello, welcome back to Build Stuff with Ben, or BS with Ben for short. What we're going to cover today is how to make hingy bits, just like this, for your cosplay. Two solutions, both simple, both cheap, and a whole lot of easiness. Please hit subscribe and share this with your friends if you like it, or leave a comment below. Making hinge pins in cosplay can be a bit of a pain. I figured out a couple of tricks that make it super simple. Now, this here is the shoulder armor from Lost Wax Oz. I think you should go check out his channel. It'll definitely be a link below. You need to go and check that out. And you can also buy these templates. He has a mechanical arm and the steampunk shoulder. I'm going to do the whole thing and maybe customize a little bit for myself. But Chris, you make amazing work and totally loving this. Now, let's get started. Basically, what we're going to do here is that we're going to get two types of tubing. I've got some rubbery tubing and I've got some white clear tubing. Both of these I got at the hardware store. You can just go in and grab a few pieces or a few chunks. Now, the sizes I have are listed below, but you can go in and basically use anything you want. You just have to make sure that with the white stuff, you want to make sure that the whatever screw you're using passes through it nice and easy. And with the clear stuff or the rubbery stuff, you want it so that it can actually push your screw into it or thread it in and have it so it jams in there. All you really got to do with this is that you got to cut off a couple of chunks of the tubing, the same thickness as the EVA foam that you are working on, and make sure that the holes are punched in the EVA foam. Now, what you're going to do is pretty simple, is that you're going to hot glue this stuff into the little hole so that it holds fairly tightly. Now, all you really have to do is take the screw, put it through the white one where it slides really easy, and then pass it into the next pinhole and screw that down and into it. At that point, you have a nice hinged fitting that you can use. Now, one thing, and this is a neat little trick, is that if you have hot glued something to EVA foam and you want it to release and you don't want to tear away all the foam, you still tear away a little bit, here's a neat little trick. Hot glue can be released by rubbing alcohol. So get a Q-tip, put some rubbing alcohol on it, wipe the glue point, and you'll find that it releases from everything that it seems to be touching. And this will also work with plastics and anything else. So if you have hot glue stuck to something, rubbing alcohol is your friend. Now, if you really want a super simple one that you don't have to do any cutting or anything for, you just want to basically buy something that will work. In this case, you want a Chicago bolt. And basically, these are bookbinding bolts. There's a million other names for it, but those are the two that I know. And you can get brass ones or gold ones or silver ones, whichever colors you want. There'll be a link to a few different examples down below for Amazon. And at this point, you just basically punch the holes in the EVA foam and push the bolt through, screw it up, and you're good to go. Now, the heads on these can come loose. If you're going to make something that's permanent, something that you can do is you can get Loctite. There are different types of Loctite. I can't recall which ones, but you've got the blue color, you've got the red color. I'm not sure what other colors they have. One will lock it permanently, one will be temporary, but you need a lot of force to break it. If you don't want to go out and get Loctite, this is as simple as using some of the CA or super glue that you have. Put a little dot on the threads, screw it in, and let it set. Now, this might lock it in permanently, so just be careful when you do that. A couple of times I've had these things pop out. The hole on the EVA foam just didn't seem to actually hold the head of the screw very well. And this brings up another good point, is you want to have a large headed screw so that it gets lots of bearing surface on the foam. But what you can also do is just place a washer behind the screw head. Now, hopefully that has helped you out. It is something that I use on an almost daily basis. Super simple, love it, and I will talk with you guys next week. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit like, and share this with your friends if it's been of any use to you.